Great. I just wanted to do a quick screen recording to help everybody understand what they're looking at when you're looking at this information as the speaker. So I'm sending you a couple different links. The Airtable link, you can see on the screen here, this is the speaker view. So you can find all of the session names here on the front or in the first column here. So you can, if you have more than one session, you can search for it that way. And then you'll see in the next column here are the different tracks that we've labeled them. So some of them have more than one track because we thought that they really kind of touched on both of those topics. If you happen to say, see the track that we've put it under and you want to let me know that that really is not the appropriate track for how that session is going to, go in your mind, definitely let me know if we've mislabeled it. And then here in the day and time, you can see the day and the time. There's multiple different times here because you can see that it's starting at 2, ending. It's actually, you want to think about it this way, even though it says 2, 2:15, 2:30, 2:45, you actually want to assume that that is 2 to 3. So same thing here, this Monday one. So where it says, 12:45, 1:30, you actually want to think of that as starting at 12:45, ending at 1:45. That's just how it pulls onto here, and I can't change that. So you can see that here. You can see what we've labeled as the standard presentation. So those are 45 to 60 minutes so that you can have time for questions within that 60 minutes. So you can see all of those there. And you can scroll down. I have them sectioned out by table talks and just a very few that we have pending still. And then what you could also do is this is going to go online for the general public here, this program schedule. So this is the detailed program schedule. So you'll be able to, again, search for things. So if I'm a person and I want to see, Sunday, and I want to look for topics that are admin, I can do that. I can search for, a general time that I want to look for, and then type. This is something that, you could be searching for programming or vendor time or keynote, but if you're just looking for something related to your session, those should all be labeled as programming. If I leave that in there, you can still see, I think the keynotes would still be showing up there. So that's a different way if you want to look for it that way. And then another thing that's going to be going up online for the general public, and you don't have to use those filters, that's just a way that you can search for them. There will also be the schedule at a glance. So this is something else that the attendees will be able to view, as well as yourself as the speakers. So this is, again, schedule at a glance. So you can see things like the keynote. So this here is just, this is the general schedule. So Sunday we have the keynote, then we have a break, then we have our first session, our second session, third session, banquet. The banquet should go off to the cocktail hour. I'll have to change that. But then what you can do is you're like, oh, okay, I know I'm going to be here on Sunday. What's happening at 2:00? So if you click on that, then you should see all of the sessions listed under here. So you can really kind of drill down into these different things. So if you were an attendee, so if you're coming as a speaker and as an attendee and you want to look at sessions that you want to attend at 2:00, you say, oh, grant writing, that looks great. So you can then click into grant writing and see what that entails. So then they're like, okay, that sounds great. You can return to schedule at a glance. So hopefully that's pretty intuitive. You can drill down into that. If you do happen to notice any discrepancies, especially in the time or the day or anything like that, because I've been doing a bunch of just really minor edits where I've been changing, flopping one program from 2:00 and then maybe I moved it to 3:15, or we're trying to spread out the topics and making sure that nothing's conflicting and speakers aren't double booked. If you see something in here, in this one that's online here, and it conflicts here, so if you're seeing, if you are the food for finds person and here it's showing a Sunday at 4:30, and you go into the detailed one and it's not showing Sunday at 4:30, please let me know, because this one this is really the back end. This is what I am using to organize all of the programs, and I then edit them to go online. So because I've been making a bunch of just very small tweaks, if you do see anything where you're like, oh, it's Food for Fines here is showing it Sunday at 4:30, but it was not showing Sunday at 4:30 here, definitely let me know, because that would mean that I missed something there. So that's just how you can see that. I'm going to also be sending out speaker agreements for all of the individual speakers, and do please note that schedule subject to change. I hope that this will not have too many changes at this point, but please let me know if you have questions about anything, and then just be on the lookout for speaker agreements. So that will go out to all individual speakers. So if you have multiple speakers on your panel, each individual speaker will get their own agreement, and that will be coming through the Neela DocuSign account. So it'll probably show as not from a specific person. My name is Megan, so it's not going to necessarily show for Megan. It'll look like a Neela DocuSign account. So just be on the lookout for that, and know that is coming legitimately from Neela. If you have any questions, please let me know.